China's economic influence is growing, reaching into regions long dominated by the West. One of those regions is the Middle East. Trade between China and the Gulf region surpassed $250 billion in 2024. This shift isn't random. China is embedding itself deep into the region's economy and branding itself as a key global power. Economic growth in developed Western economies is projected to be much slower than emerging economies in 2026. There are a few reasons for this. Policies like Trump's tariffs mean fewer foreign companies are trading in the United States. The West's role in Israel's war on Gaza has resulted in renewed calls for boycotting American and European companies. And the Russia-Ukraine war has meant that energy costs across Europe have skyrocketed, while governments divert billions toward military and humanitarian aid. On the other side, emerging economies like China and India are projected to have the largest growth in 2026, fueled in part by their strong manufacturing capacity and expanding tech sector. And China has turned that growth into real influence. Through the BRICS group and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, it's collaborating with other emerging economies and building stronger trade ties. And President Donald Trump's America First approach has raised doubts about how committed the US is to leading global diplomacy. China has been working steadily to bridge that gap. In 2013, China established the Belt and Road Initiative, a $1 trillion plan to redraw global trade routes. As of 2025, 150 countries are involved in it. But what makes the Middle East strategic for China? China is now the world's largest oil importer. As the top oil exporter, Saudi Arabia was well placed to form a new alliance. Between 2005 to 2024, China's total investment in infrastructure projects in Saudi Arabia alone amounted to more than $53 billion. Since June 2023, Middle Eastern sovereign wealth funds have invested $7 billion in China. That's not all. The New Development Bank, headquartered in Shanghai, is part of a push to reshape the global financial architecture and reduce Western dominance. It's financing projects across the global south with fewer conditions than Western-led institutions like the World Bank or the International Monetary Fund. Conditions that are criticized for undermining the sovereignty of the nations doing the borrowing. China's rising influence doesn't push the US out of the MENA region, but it does mean that the US no longer has a monopoly on influence.